I invited somebody who's done a couple of projects for me. He's at the back, Mangara. I'll just show a couple of photos if I can. Well, okay, then I'll post it then. Okay. I have a thread which is almost finished now. Yeah. Just show ESCL 1, 2, 3. Let's just open this. This is my current project. We'll go to the next one. These are just pictures. So I'll post these images on my thread. It's called a new toy on the anvil. You're all into toys. So in case somebody, Philip Isaac doing some stuff there. So in case anybody needs a source to do carpentry work, Mangaram is available. Okay. So he's done 3-4 projects for me. In case anybody wants to go via the DIY route, he's available. Send me a mail, I'll send you his number, and you can communicate directly with him. Otherwise, by and large, I think today's has been a lot of meaty stuff, and I'm really proud to say that when Anthony's presentation, when I looked at all the designs, I realized somebody here has done all of those. You want a back-folded horn?
Compared to last time, it is
MLTL, it's there. You want a portrait, it's there. You want a PR, it's there. You want you name it, it's all there. So we are making progress, and hopefully we'll gain a little more traction when we have the next session. So Anil is going to just wind up and give some suggestions for the next session, and then after that we'll go. All those guys who want to go to that guy's place. What we suggested was the people who are coming from little further destinations, we fix them for today, and the people who are closer to his place, we'll fix another day where it's more convenient to visit. I'm sure all of us want to visit, but the problem is there's a practical limitation to the number of people who can go and visit. So once we wind up, we'll do that, and we'll be done for the day. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Basically what we wanted to discuss is, what do we do for the next sessions? What kind of topics are you guys interested? We can branch out on speakers, electronics, amplifiers, phono, vinyl, turntables, all that, right? And we can pick one at a time, depending on the quality of interest. Right? The next one, what do you think? We have done, I think we pursued the speaker bit a little bit. Now this is what we've done, 2 sessions on speakers now, these 3 sessions, including last times. We've done something on vinyl. What else? We've done some soldering. Okay, fair.
DIY, what about doing an amp build kind of a specific project, like the past DFI, for example? Especially if there's interest in a group buy, and there are enough people here who are, committing onto that. We don't have to take a decision today, because if you find, in the next 1 or 2 months, this group buy on the F5 is going to happen. In that case, definitely that could be one.
No, so not to discourage anybody, F5 is definitely not for somebody who is starting first. Even if you want to, I will recommend don't. Because it's not. Seasoned guys will find it extremely difficult. While circuit is simple, it is so difficult to make. So best is to do gain clone kind of stuff. A lot more chip amps. Linux Guru is here, something like that. What you can pursue, or HyperX modules, some of this. Because it has a lot of other trappings that you need to worry about. Then they're just there, the design.
What about that GR research, that speaker thread? Are there multiple people here who are onto that? Captain Rajesh is...
The other one is, we can look at subwoofer amp, plate amp. Plate amp seems to be in shortage. We don't know a source for it. Easier to make than anything else. Right? So Shiva, we were talking of the next set of DIY stuff, if we want to do sessions. And there is a suggestion on amplifiers. Can we make something in DIY amp, plate amp for subwoofer, or regular amp? So what is your suggestion? Do you have any ideas? I know you are.
This is primarily in both power and
Power.
line level kind of stuff.
Yeah, line level.
Give a short session maybe on what I've done.
Sure. No, I'm saying for the next set of DIY
Project.
Sessions on the projects. What do we have any ideas? Do we want to pursue something like there is a read for playtime, for example, for a subwoofer. Right? We don't have a choice.
Playtime just comes with the heat sinks and.
Yeah, I'll show you what a playtime is. See, this is a ready-made playtime.
It's nothing but a power amp which you can mount to a subwoofer. Playtime.
I think there's one that's available from Varsha Electronics. Is that the stream one, the Varsha Electronics playtime?
No, this is from the US. This is a digital class D.
Class D.
What about building a NAS? Is that of
Building a
interest?
NAS, yes. Yes. Good idea. Somebody said HTPC, right?
HTPC. So whole lot of options. See, at the end of the day, anything excepting some real, space technology stuff, rocket science, most things can be done, but some are more cost effective than others. So it makes sense to go for A, stuff that's cost effective, B, stuff that is affordable, where even somebody may want to do it as a one-off project for learning and for fun. Let's not talk about really expensive things. So probably I made a mistake by talking about the F5. That's not the correct product. That's not the correct project. But let's be open. We will, as and when the next session comes around,
We'll float around to a
we'll
couple of
put a
topics.
poll, we'll try and see, and then we'll again like this, we'll do 3 sessions or something like that. And of course, our friends from Anuton are always here to support us. It's a beautiful venue,
Oh, absolutely.
central. Thank you for the tea, coffee, biscuits and lunch. And they also actually had scheduled a session today about room measurements, those things. So that definitely, we all believe that is something that has got a lot of value and it's not expensive. That's an area which makes a difference. And so I think let's move to the next session whenever that comes, because the fact that all you guys stayed on, definitely it sort of is very rewarding that we spend time. You guys don't know, we drove all the way to Mysore to Santosh's place to plan the session.
Just Vijayanagar.
But there is effort involved in doing all of this, but we are happy to share, we are happy to invest that time and effort to make sessions useful for people who are genuinely interested. So I think now we'll wind up for the day and
Thanks to these guys,
Yeah, sure.
Santosh. Yeah.
So, when I actually go troll through the threads, I find some of the pain points are the difficult stuff. It's like circuits are available. I mean, you can get the pain comes in, you can't get a box. Somebody can't cut a speaker baffle.
My coil inductor.
Fair enough, yeah. Or PCB etching. So I got lots of this one-sided copper PCB at my home. I got like a dozen of them. I need to, buy the chemicals. I don't even know which ones to buy. At some point, I intend to do that. So I would really love if we solve the apparently simple problems, but which actually become a pain point where you're actually trying to do a project. The difficult ones, I realize that there is I want an amp circuit. There are tons of them available. I can just pick one up and unless I want to design it myself, there's plenty available. The problem comes in execution where you actually are hit by these pointless roadblocks which shouldn't exist. So if we have some kind of parallel thread running, like say, be it woodwork, be it sheet metal. I would love to pick up sheet metal skills or figure out how to do the sheet metal, which is of course is in my agenda.
Those are actually the roadblocks.
Yeah.
So I whenever I go to the shop in SP Road, I always ask them, that after I solve the woodwork problem, my next thing is to go to sheet metal. I really love to do metal. I would really love to do metal.
Somebody else, this guy was trying to
sheet metal. Yeah. So I think we should just run a parallel thread, through these meetings that
But my PCBs were solved by Shiva actually pointed out
Give a
to.
reference to
Yeah.
PCB power.
Yeah.
If you
they're very well
pay a little more,
Okay.
give PCB power a try. They
So-
bring terrific.
So Dinesh, one way out of this is to have group wise, because anybody will talk to someone who's more than one off. Supposing you go to any vendor, the thing the guy asks is how many. and you say I want 3 screws or 4 screws, or I want a screw. They won't turn around and look at you. But if you have 5 or 6 or 7, whether it's a transformer, whether it's anything, guys will look at you and because that translates into some revenue for these guys. So that is definitely something. If you have a community and we are working, if you have a group and we are back to purchasing power. Money is not in shortage. We are not in it for that. So that is one way that we can work around this. But there are tremendous resources that are available. Whether it is what you are offering us, whether it's what Shiva was offering, the resources are available for us to tap, harness, and leverage on those resources. I'm sure we can. It's a question of getting together and
we should progress in that. Like, so once I started with my friend Rajat, I said, we are not going to take orders. Okay. My idea is if somebody wants to do it, I'll come. I'll tell you exactly what to do. I'll come and teach in your home. It's not scalable. I mean, I have a job. I earn my money elsewhere. I mean, this is not, maybe I do commercial someday, but for a long time we are not going commercial, on this. So my idea is just make it easy for the next guy to do it. Okay. I want similar sessions on say PCB etching. Okay. I mean, probably 1 year later I wouldn't do it, but if somebody knows it and they just teach me how to do it.
Yeah. Okay. I think there is a very, very easy ways to do if you want to do one-off stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the reason why I asked Mangaram Carpenter, who's done my jobs, to come in today. Sure. In case anybody wants, access to someone, let him meet him. This is just a small way, but I'm sure once we harness everybody's minds, we all know of resources out there.
You all have done something.
Everybody's done in a particular way. Now we, get into the best vendors, best practices, whatever. So thanks everyone. Thank you, Raghu, once again. Pleasure being here.
Thanks for the observation, guys. Rajiv, awesome. Thanks.
Rajiv has got a lot more to share with us. This is just a small fraction. Actually, next time you got to get him to come to speak on vintage speakers.
Yeah, that will be not part of DIY. Part of the HiFi, lot more HiFi session.
But you can source and then recon. You have to. You need to.
Oh, it is a DIY.
You need to find the guys who are going to get you the original cone kits.
There are willing and able mules who come from the US from time to time.
I'm not part of that.
So thank you all once again. Pleasure. Guys, reconnecting.
Just before we leave, can we have a show of hands to who all want to participate in the DIY woodworking workshop?